Hi, this is Amani, and welcome to Show Me How. Today I'm going to show you how to use Class Dojo. It's a classroom management tool, and it's one of those very interesting apps that I used with my students last year. Uh, they all liked it, and it's really encouraging, especially that the students can log into their own accounts, look at the feedback, look at the certain aspects of the website or the application that I'm going to show you. So let's get started. These are my courses, and this is also demo class. Okay, but I'm gonna show you actual courses. So you can go to App Store and download Class Dojo, and once you download it, you can sign up and start creating your classes. I'm gonna show you an example of my classes, and then I'm gonna start or add a new class. Um, okay, so this is my reading class, and as you can see, I have 14 students, and I'm gonna show you what are those green numbers on each student. So if you click on the student, you will find positive feedback and needs work. So these are the things that I created. Um, so these are the feedback, positive feedback and negative feedback. If you want to if you want to take attendance, you just click on attendance. I'll click on it again, and you can take attendance of all the students. So the red means absent, um, the yellow means late, and the green means attending. So you can just record the absence and save attendance. Okay, so if you want to randomly choose a student, so it works well if you don't want to like choose students by yourself for them to like answer questions or participate, and then you can give them feedback, and you don't need to like tell them about the feedback. They can just download their own app and see the feedback instantly. So you don't need like to waste your time. Explain. You can of course explain why they, for example, um, like gave a wrong answer. But in terms of punctuality, um, working hard, for example, you can just hit the button and it will show to them. There's also things that you can give feedback for, the negative things, like off task, no homework, uh, talking out of turn, unprepared, bullying, disrespect, underachiever. And then you can also see Dan's report. And because my students were so keen on getting positive feedback, so they were working hard toward it. Okay, so you can also change like some of the settings in your courses, so you can add more feedback type. So here I have like 8, so you can add behavior. So let's see, you can add like group work, whether they perform well in group work or not, and the point value is 1. Okay, and you have to choose between 1 to 5, so I'm gonna choose like 3. And you have to choose a picture, so for example I'm gonna choose the crown, and then you create a behavior. Then we have group work. So if the student did well in group work, you just give them like 3. So let's try it here. So we have Liam, for example. So let's say that Liam did well in the group work, so we give him 3. Now he's 4. Okay, so you can also assign groups. So for example, let's say that we are going to have the students group into groups of 3. So we're gonna call, and we have like 9 students. So this means that we're gonna have 3 groups. So we can name the first group as A, and we need to tap in order to group those students. So we have Blues, Diesel, and Lara. So let's say that, and then let's create the group. So we have group A, and we need to have another group, so we need to tap another students. It doesn't show, sometimes I forget, so it doesn't show the students that I chose before. So let's see. Okay, Tom, Shirley, and Ricky. So this is the second group. Let's create the second group, and so on and so forth. So now let's look at the attend. Okay, let's go back to the students and let's see. Okay, so this is the whole class, and um, it's like reports, the class report for the whole class, not for one student. So we need all rewards. Okay, not for this month, all rewards. And so it records per month. So June 17th, what did the students do? And well, it's a very good one. Okay, so it gives you feedback about the performance of the students throughout the whole month, and they've been all 100% positive, but I'm sure that I gave some of them negative feedback, but I don't know why the software does not. Yeah, because it shows all rewards, not the negative feedback. Okay. So you can, this icon gives you the opportunity to give all the students like collective feedback. So, for example, if you notice that the students are all achievers, they never miss a deadline. So instead of like clicking on each and every student and opening the positive feedback, you can just give them all this positive feedback, or they came on time, so you can just hit on punctuality and it will add um, uh, those numbers or those positive feedback to all the students. Okay, so this application gives parental access, and also gives the opportunity for students to access the application. However, it's going to be a different interface, so each student would have to see their own feedback, and it's different from the teachers. But I don't know why the application doesn't show this, but it's available on their website. So let's go to the same the website, and it has a view report, and let's look at the attendance, and remember to click on, okay, so we need to see their attendance. I finished classes like 2 weeks ago, so I no longer teach this class, but here are the the attendance reports. Okay, so this is the whole class. can also view it on a spreadsheet. Okay, so, and this is how it shows. Okay. Okay. You can also invite other teachers to use this website or application. Um, as you can see, I created the groups on the application and I can see them here. Okay. Okay, and here we come to the part where you can also, if you teach like elementary or middle school, you can create invites for the parents, and you can also download it in another language, but there are only 5 languages like Spanish, French, Chinese, Vietnamese, and Korean. But let me show you how you can download and print all the invites. So you go to reports, then parents, click on parent account, and you have it here. So you have the student account code. It's for my student Blues, and so this is the student account because the students won't be able to log into their accounts without codes. Okay, because these codes enables them to directly log into their particular classes online, so or particular accounts. So these are the student code and this is the parent code. So parents sometimes need to know about their kids' progress. So you give them these papers, you give each student these papers, and they give them to their parents, and they have to follow the instructions. As you can see, this is Dan, that's Diesel. Of course, these are not my students' real names. John, Kevin, okay, and I don't request that my students give me like those papers signed from their parents, because I was just experimenting with it. I teach like ESL students and those who finished their high school, so I was just experimenting with it. And in my next videos, I'm gonna show you how to use other applications if you're teaching adult or like college students. There are wonderful applications, but what I like about Class Dojo is that you don't you know there is some sort of transparency between the teacher and the students get instant feedback on their apps. They don't need to ask their teachers. They might ask their teachers for more clarification, but they get instant feedback. It is different from other applications or websites where the students don't get access. They don't know what the notes or what the information the teachers wrote about them, what kind of positive feedback they got, what kind of negative feedback they got from their teachers. So that's why I like Class Dojo. However, my students, because since they are grown up, they don't like, those monsters. And I always tell them you can change, them to your pictures or pictures you like. So I'm gonna show you quickly how you can create a new class. So this is, you can just write this listening, for example, and grade. You can choose whatever. I chose other, and I've created a new class. Okay, so on the app, they they will ask you, are you near a computer? It's faster and easier to add your students on a computer. So if you have a computer, you can just go ahead and open it, turn it on, and uh, add your students. It could be copy and paste from your system, or you can just hit I'm not near a computer. So I will just add any name now. John. Okay. Rachel. And Anne. Then save. Now I have students. So now it takes you to the next step, which is adding positive and negative feedback. Well, I'm okay with that, and I showed you how to add behavior, so well, that's okay. And I'm okay with these two. You can also go ahead and add your feedback. So let's say late, and I would give it -3. I will choose the picture, I don't know. Okay, and create. Now I have created this. Now I'm gonna click done, and I would go to my class. So let's see. Okay, so if N is working hard, I'm gonna give her 1, and now it shows. If N is participating, I'm gonna give her 2. If John is on task, I'm gonna give him 1, and so on and so forth. Okay, let's see the negative feedback. So if Anne is showing disrespect, I'm gonna give her 1 -1, so it subtracted the other one I gave her for another positive aspect. But the website usually advises teachers to give more positive feedback than negative feedback because it's more useful for the students and more encouraging. So I think it's better for us teachers to give more positive feedback for the students if they deserve it, or if we think that this will encourage them. And for the attendance, let's say that Anne was late, John is absent, and Rachel is present. Okay, I'm gonna save the attendance. Okay, let's see the class report. So class report. So Anne got -1 for disrespect, Rachel got 1 for persistence, John for being on task, and so on. So you can also go ahead and send messages to every parent in your class if you think that this is, you must do it. So you can also review or look at all the rewards that you gave to your students, like today, this week, last week, 2 weeks ago, and so on. And we did this when I showed you my class. So I think that Class Dojo is a very good application. My kids like it, and they also encouraged me to use it in my classes. I tried it. It's fun, and the students like it as well. And if you think that you teach older students, so in my next reviews, there are a lot of websites and applications that you can use with your students, and they are all as effective as Class Dojo. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Bye.